Question number 101. A chlorophycean member can be separated from red alga in. Chlorophycean member means we are talking about green alga. So green alga can be separated from red alga in presence of one or more storage bodies in chloroplast called pyrenoids. This is true. Suppose this is green alga. ठीक है, अब ग्रीन alga में pyrenoids present होते हैं but red algae में नहीं होते. So you can identify, you can separate green alga from the red alga. Second is presence of phycocolloids in cell wall. Green alga में phycocolloids are absent. So we cannot separate green alga from the red alga on the basis of phycocolloids. Third option is absence of oogamous sexual reproduction. Oogamous sexual reproduction is shown by green algae as well as red algae. So you cannot separate green alga from the red alga on the basis of oogamous sexual reproduction. Absence of endogenous motile asexual spores. This means we are talking about zoospores. Or zoospores are present in green alga but absent in red alga. So they are not absent, they are present in green alga. So you can differentiate green alga from the red alga on the basis of presence of one or more storage bodies in the chloroplast called pyrenoids. So by this, answer to this question is option number 1. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 102. Choose the incorrect statement for red algae. आपको red algae के लिए एक incorrect statement choose करनी है. In red algae, storage food is very similar to amylopectin and glycogen in structure. This is true. Red algae can occur in well-lighted regions close to the surface of seawater. Red algae well-lighted regions में भी occur कर सकते हैं and they can also occur in dark regions and they can also occur in the depths of ocean where there is less of light. Okay, so this is true. Absence of motile stage in life cycle. In red algae, motile spores, motile gametes are absent. So motile stage is absent in the life cycle of red algae. Female sex organ is jacketed and multicellular. No. In red algae, female sex organ is non-jacketed. Okay, so this is an incorrect option and we have to identify the incorrect statement for red algae. So by this, answer to this question is option number 4. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 103. The spread of living pteridophytes is limited and restricted to narrow geographical regions because gametophytes require cool and damp shady places to grow. Ab spread of pteridophytes. Pteridophytes are not all over. Their spread is limited और कुछ narrow geographical regions पे restricted है because क्योंकि जो उनके gametophytes होते हैं उनको cool, damp and shady places चाहिए. तो जहाँ पर ये conditions नहीं होंगी वहाँ पे gametophyte grow नहीं करेगा. As a result, pteridophyte cannot spread all over. So therefore, its spread is limited. Okay, so this is correct. Gametophyte is non-vascular and free-living. Gametophyte is free-living. This is correct. But gametophyte of pteridophyte is vascular. So this is incorrect. Gametophyte require warm, dry and shady places to grow. नहीं, gametophyte को cool, damp and shady places चाहिए. So this is also ruled out. Next option is sporophytes need only moist, shady areas in the hills. No, this is incorrect. So by this, spread of living pteridophytes is limited and restricted to narrow geographical regions because their gametophytes require cool, damp and shady places to grow. So by this, answer to this question is option number 1. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 104. Question number 104 says, which of the following statement for racemose inflorescence is incorrect? What is inflorescence? Arrangement of flowers on the floral axis is called inflorescence. अब inflorescence दो तरह की है, racemose inflorescence and cymose inflorescence. Racemose inflorescence में क्या होता है? You have older flowers at the base and younger at the top. ठीक है, जो older flower होगा वो ज़्यादा बड़ा होगा, तो हमने बड़ा flower दिखाया at the base and younger at the top. Now talking about cymose, इसमें उल्टा होता है. Oldest flower is on the top and younger flowers are born towards the base. Okay. Here the arrangement of flowers is centripetal. Here it is centrifugal. Now looking at the options, which of the following statement for racemose is incorrect? Arrangement of flowers in a group is centripetal. This is correct. Flowers are born in the lateral fashion. This is correct. In racemose inflorescence, growing point or shoot apex terminates in a flower. No. In cymose inflorescence, growing point or shoot apex terminates in a flower, whereas this is not true for racemose inflorescence. Formation of flowers is indefinite and unrestricted. True, because और terminal end पे और growing point पे flower नहीं है. Due to this, formation of flowers is indefinite and unrestricted. Continuous growth होती है. Okay, so by this, the incorrect option is 3. So answer to this question is option number 3. Moving on to the next question, that is question number 105. Origin of seed habit or its foundation was laid in Selaginella like pteridophytes, but seed formation did not occur because of what happened? Selaginella. Selaginella, as we know, that it is heterosporous pteridophyte. In such pteridophytes, female gametophyte retain on the parent sporophyte, or the female gametophyte retains on the parent body for variable periods. The development of zygote into young embryos is within the female gametophyte, and this event is the precursor of seed habit. But although Selaginella act as the precursor of seed habit, but there is no formation of seed in Selaginella because it lacks the covering, outer covering integuments, protective covering जो होती है integuments, it lacks integuments outside the megasporangium. एक तो ये reason है इसका कि why it do not show seed formation, and other reason is कि megaspore megasporangium में permanently retain करता ही नहीं है. Due to this, there is lack of seed formation, or seeds are not formed in Selaginella. Okay, so origin of seed habit or its foundation was laid in Selaginella. That means the Selaginella acts as a precursor of the seed habit, but seed formation did not occur because in situ development of female gametophyte, incorrect. Absence of precocious development of microgametophyte, no. Absence of integumented megasporangium, this is correct. And dependence on water for pollination, this is incorrect. So by this, answer to this question is option number 3.